This is my audience.
My name is Hannah Morrison. I am doing a speech over the National Children's Cancer Society. About 10,380 children in the United States that are under the age of 15 will be diagnosed with cancer. More than 80% of children with cancer will now survive 5 years or more, and about 1,250 children that are younger than 15 years old are expected to die from cancer in 2016. We can help many families with the cost of medical bills and also be a supportive person by joining this organization. Having a friend who is recently diagnosed, I know firsthand how important the help and support of others is. If your child was one of the 10,380 kids that are diagnosed with cancer, you would want the help and support of others also. I will be telling you today about what is cancer and what we can do to help. There are 5 common cancers: leukemia, brain and central nervous system tumors, neuroblastoma, lymphoma, and also bone cancer. Leukemia is a cancer of the bone marrow and blood. It accounts for 30% of childhood cancer. Most common are acute lymphatic and acute myelogenous. Brain and central nervous system tumors make up 20% of the childhood cancers. They form in lower parts of the brain like the cerebellum or the brain stem. Neuroblastoma starts in early forms of nerve cell production. It is found in the embryo or developing fetus. 6% of children are diagnosed with this form of cancer. It occurs in infants and young children, and it is rarely found in children that are older than the age of 10. Another form is lymphoma. It starts in certain cells called lymphocytes, often grown in lymph nodes and tissues. Examples of these would be the tonsils and the thymus. There are 2 types, Hodgkin and non-Hodgkin's. Hodgkin's is found in early and late adulthood and accounts for 3% of children diagnosed with cancer. Non-Hodgkin's is a rapid form of lymphoma. It is 5% of the diagnosed children that have cancer. Younger kids are normally the ones who have this form. Another form is bone cancer. This is those that are starts in the bones. Older children and teens are more likely to have this type of cancer. It accounts for 3% of children with cancer. There are 2 types, osteosarcoma and Edwards sarcoma. Osteosarcoma is the most common areas where the bone grows fast. Edwards sarcoma is a less common type of bone cancer, which can cause pain in the knees and any other place in your legs or arms that have major joints. This is the type of cancer that my friend was recently diagnosed with. Right here is a picture of a CT scan of lymphoma. Here is the CT scan of the brain cancer that has the tumor right here. This is neuroblastoma. Right here is the tumor. And this is Edwards sarcoma. Right here you can see it is really swelled up, and that is what causes the pain and the cancer. And then here is a brain scan of leukemia. The National Children's Cancer Society was founded in 1987 with hopes of healing families and providing financial assistance. $62 million has been provided in financial assistance to over 38,000 children that have been diagnosed with cancer. There are 80 stories of children who have been diagnosed with cancer that have shown the support and help of this organization. Ainsley's story is one of them. She was diagnosed with leukemia when she was 4 years old. She endured intensive treatment, including a medically induced coma and also 2 years of maintenance chemotherapy. Her mother stated that they have helped us financially, spiritually, and emotionally. Without this society, she would not have had a part of living. Caleb was diagnosed when he was 2 years old with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma. He visited the hospital every 4 times in a month. He received surgery to remove the tumor and a port for chemotherapy. He had cancer in his bone marrow, lesions on his skull and spine, and a tumor behind his eye that was the size of a gumball. He underwent 6 rounds of chemo, radiation, stem cell transplants, and also antibody therapy. The NCCS helped with all the travel fees that this family went through. The struggles of cancer. Annually, cancer costs will come out to be around $895 billion. A single patient will pay up to $139,100, up to $207,000. With this cost only rising, families will need much financial help to pay off all the medical bills. That is where this organization comes into place. Fundraising. There are many types of fundraising. There are many ways to help raise money for these families, like fundraising, donating, or throwing events in their honor. Scholarships are also often taken for the children who plan to go to college after they're diagnosed. That is why I think we should give money to this organization, so we can help families who need financial need and also help be a supporting hand to them. If you have any questions, please let me know.
So are there any other agencies or groups that we can give money to help cancer victims?
Yes, there are other agencies and groups. There's actually one in Brenham called Adam's Angels. They host a 5K every year, which the money goes to help the children with cancer here.
What were some things that you said that the money can also go for, like for the families?
The money can also go to scholarships, just traveling, hotel fees, food, things like that.
What are all the fundraising?
There are many events that this organization throws. They throw runs, all kind of things. And if you have any other questions at the end, please come to me and let me know. Thank you.